Hello, everyone. I'm so excited for today. We are getting ready to have an exciting interview. Miss Karyn White. She is an R&B sensational, iconic R&B singer-songwriter. She has hits such as Superwoman and Rendezvous and more. Karyn will be celebrated amongst other icons by the 2022 Black Music Honors. Let me welcome Miss Karyn White. So let's welcome Miss Karyn White. Welcome, Karyn.
Hey, everybody. It's been a long time. I know. You'll be like, who is Karyn White? You know
No,
what I mean? But
never.
I'm so, I'm so happy that, I'm back and doing music again. So we may have to remind some people, right?
Just some, because when we hear Karyn White, we automatically go to
Oh, good.
we know. So we were excited. Anyway, so let's just get right into the interview. I don't want to hold you too long. But you've been in this business for a long time, whether you've taken a break or not. You've been in the business a long time. And so what does it take? What are you sharing with people that it takes to stay relevant in this business? Because you do see people that come in and they blow up and then they go away. What does it take to be relevant here?
Man, well, first of all, it's a music business. And so I believe that relevancy is based on the love. You can't do this thinking that it's going to be, because you're never going to be on top forever. So the key to me has been just loving what you do. And if that makes you relevant, when you really do, for me, it's like I treat myself when I do shows, like, and I'm probably like this crazy artist that does this, but I give each art, every time I do a show, I change it up. I never give the same show twice. So I treat myself like I'm a new artist. So I have that hunger. And I think to just speak honestly, the fact that, like I said, I took time off, I just have such an appreciation coming back for what I feel like I left some unfinished business on the table. So I got something to prove. I want to let you guys know, before there was Beyonce, before there was,
Oh,
who else? Janelle Monáe, there was Karyn White. So I definitely got, so for me, that's what keeps me relevant, because I love it. And I'm just true to the game. I know about hip hop. I study it. I have a label. I have young people around me that, I have. So I keep that energy so I don't get stale.
and we wish you nothing but success, nothing but success. What do you feel are some of your biggest accomplishments in this business? Just being an entertainer.
Well, first of all, I'm going to say that I'm still here. I like to say that God has preserved me.
Oh man.
And I would say that because, never did drugs, uh, never had to do anything sexually to get a deal, to keep a deal. And I've worked with some of the most iconic people in this business. And so I just want to let people know that I've just had a covering. I had the Lord's protection over me. So if it would be anything, it's that. And I'm just, being in this business, some of the biggest things, of course, is just working with the giants that I've worked with and learning from the Clarence Avants, the Don Cornelius, starting out, LA Babyface, Jimmy and Terry, Prince. So being around Earth, Wind and Fire and Switch grooming me. So I just that knowledge is what you can't sell that experience and all of that knowledge that I got. And it comes out in everything, in my life, just to see, because it's like I have such a high level of work ethic. And it was because of who I surrounded myself with. Jeff Lorber started me out. So, you know what I mean? These are just greats at what they do. So
Yeah, you named some powerhouses there. Babyface. Actually, we were just did a press conference with Babyface over Juneteenth, so that was exciting as well. So, yeah. So how are you feeling? The 2022 Black Music Honors is going to be celebrating you along with some iconic people. The Whispers, what? Drew Hill, what? Come on, man. What? How are you feeling about that?
And it was so much love. It was so beautiful. We all shared kind of like all of those artists you named, they're huge, but they could have been bigger. So it's kind of like we all kind of share that little bit of the underdog, right. The Tevin Campbells, the Drew Hills, the Carrie Hills. You know what I mean? Of course, Mary.
Oh my.
Say that they're underdogs. But so it was such a beautiful energy. And I was just like, I couldn't sit out. I'm up there, supporting everyone. And I love that, it was just, kid and play, just, it was our era. It was just a great time. Classy, the show it was first class. I
Wow.
mean, you would have I mean, just the whole production, the comedians during the half, when we weren't performing, Latoya and D Ray. It was a beaut. It's gonna be, you guys are gonna love the show. And look, Latoya's fashion game was sick. So
Oh,
just tune in for that.
I bet.
Yeah,
I can
she was
imagine.
killing that fat. She was killing her looks, right? I
Yeah.
was like, oh, girl.
That's amazing. So Karen, tell me, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to really know about Karen White?
Gosh, Karen White. My legacy would be, of course, for women, empowering women, not to where I'm a woman that says that, that I'm against, I feel like I should be in front of the man, or, I am woman, hear me roar, not from a feminist point of view, but from saying, don't take me for granted, and just empowering women to want better for themselves. I'd rather be alone than be unhappy. So that's my legacy. It's really it's a love letter to the women, telling them, how strong we are, how beautiful we are, and how empowering we are. So that would be, I would want people to say, Karen had our back.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm all about women empowerment and their families. So that's where we connect when you say empowering women, because
Oh,
we are
yeah.
strong Black women, and you're right, and we stand behind, whatever's good, right, and can impact people's lives
Yeah.
for their greater good. So that's good. What's next for Karen? What do you have going on? What's coming up?
Wow. Okay. Well, most people don't know. I do have a film that I did called Gale in the Storm, which will be released right now. We just got it back from Amazon. So that's the film loosely based on my life.
Oh wow.
And so that'll be coming out. So look for that, Gale in the Storm, and it's a soundtrack. And definitely touring more, putting out music. I'm going to be doing some jazz. I'm excited about
Oh,
exploring this whole Vegas one woman show, just
yeah.
theatrical. Once you get in your 50s and you're fearless, and you do it for the love, you just, you want to just do it all. So
Yeah.
that's what I want to do. I'm inspired by, by a lot of the Lady Gagas. I love what she's doing there in Vegas. So I would definitely love to do some jazz and I love Josephine Baker and
Yes.
who else, like Lena Horne. And so I would definitely love to do something like that, to do a jazz album.
I can see you doing that. I can see
Oh,
that. I can see
yeah.
that. So,
Thank you.
now, so what do you want to leave with people that will see this, that will impact them for their greater good?
Yeah, I want to just say that, my story is one that, I stopped believing in myself. I got depressed. I left the business and I did something else. I was very successful. I was an entrepreneur doing real estate and flipping homes, and I still felt like something was missing. And I just feel like when you're not using your gifts. So it's so important that we use our gifts, because that can be a depression at that time. For most of us who don't realize that unless you're doing what you were called to do, you're always going to feel empty. So I just want to say, don't, definitely mental health is, we want to be strong. And if you don't feel like you're ready to take on such a challenge, we don't want you to do that. But I want to live your best life and be fearless, and just trust God and have faith and move forward and keep stretching. That's what a superwoman is to me. It's just like being scared, but working through it, because there was something coming back after 18 years
Oh, yeah.
and being like, oh my God. But I realized that, I kept putting off excuses, about why I wasn't singing. And then after my daughter graduated from high school and college, I'm like, okay, now what's your excuse now? And I never was that type of person. So fear can show up in different ways. So I just definitely want to tell you, fear is, it's the devil. So you got to move past that and do it anyway, because then you'll be proud that you persevered,
Yeah.
and that's what I want to show people. It's like, that's what my story is that. And it's, I left a lot on the table, like I said, having, this big success and then leaving at the height of my career. So I wouldn't advise anyone to do that. No, you don't want to do that, right? Right? You know, you want to appreciate all the gifts, but God is good, and I'm so glad. Like I said, He's preserved me, and I'm back in this business. And I think I'm better vocally, everything. You know, when you know yourself, you know, as women, as we get older, we really become a lot better.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
if you're growing like you should.
Right. Yeah.
So
If you're
anyway,
still
you can
if you're
do it.
still in the same place you were, say 10 years ago, then you're not growing and you're not getting
Exactly.
better. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad, like I said, I did something that, you know, with only a high school education, I learned about real estate, and I built a big real estate empire. So I'm really proud that I, you know, learned that too, because I thought all I could do was music. So it really
Yeah. So you
showed me
found
that,
something else.
yeah, it showed me that, Karen, really whatever you do, my biggest strength was that I was, you know, I had a myopic focus that I could, you know, really focus in on that thing and do the work.
Right,
So
right.
ladies, we can do whatever we want to do. You know, we just gotta want it bad enough, and your why it's gotta be there while you're
That's
doing it.
amazing. Well, we wish you nothing but success and good
Thank
luck.
you.
Black Link Magazine supports you, and hopefully we can get you on the cover of the magazine soon. We'll be in touch. We would love to have you.
Oh, I
So
would love to. Thank you so much, and congratulations to
thank
you.
you so
You're
much.
such
You guys, we're going to get out of here for now. But in the meantime, remember, respect yourself, respect each other. God bless.